Welcome back to my channel, everyone. In today's video, we're going to open up a pack of football cards I just happened to see at the store the other day, and it was getting pretty picked over, and I thought might as well give it a shot. NFL Combine kind of going on this weekend, and it was in the Miami Dolphins colors, which was coincidentally my favorite team growing up. Obviously, you've got the Tua Tagovailoa there on the cover. He's a little bit embattled as the quarterback of the Dolphins, although they say they're committed to him, so we'll see here. But I thought I'd give it a shot. 40 card value pack. I'm not exactly sure. Playoff isn't exactly the highest end product out there, but there was some of these fat packs still hanging around, so I thought I would go ahead and grab one just to see what they look like this year. Looks like we got some randomly inserted cards: base kickoff, rookies kickoff, autographs behind the numbers, some die cuts, thunder, lightning, and call to arms. So we'll give this a shot. I know not everyone on my channel is a big football card collector, but for a change of pace, I thought I would give it a shot. So these look like the base cards here. Hunter Henry, who nice tight end out of Arkansas, started with the Chargers and now had a pretty nice year last year. Speaking of having a nice year until he got hurt, Derrick Henry was on his way to shatter all sorts of records before he tore up his foot. Came back for that last game. Marlon Humphrey, defender there for the Ravens. Tyrann Mathieu, who is free agent, potentially going to try to renegotiate with the Chiefs. He said he wants to stay with the Chiefs, but we'll see. Ben Roethlisberger, who has, we believe now, ridden off into retirement. Stephon Diggs, very nice receiver for the Bills. Mo Alley Cox, who played basketball in college. I believe it was for Virginia Commonwealth or Wichita State, one of those two kind of mid-major schools. I want to say it's VCU. Has a decent little career in the NFL now, playing tight end. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, always getting hurt for my Chiefs, but there's another hometown team. Myles Garrett, #1 pick for Cleveland, one of the top sack defenders this year. Derwin James, amazing linebacker if he can stay healthy, but always gets hurt. Oh man, there's a throwback. Look at that. Looked like he's trying to throw like a curveball or a screwball with that. Warren Moon, Hall of Famer. Warren Moon, all-time great quarterback in the NFL. Kendrick Bourne for the Patriots. Julio Jones came back to, left the Falcons, played for the Titans this year. Seems to always be battling hamstring injuries. J.K. Dobbins missed the whole year because of injuries. There's Chris Jones, D-tackle for the Chiefs. They started him out as a D-end, and that didn't work out too well. So they moved him back inside, and that was a much better spot for him. Kyler Murray recently came out with some pretty interesting comments, in all caps, I believe, on his Twitter or Instagram account. T.J. Hawkinson had a nice year. Kittle is one of the best tight ends, if not the best tight end in the league. Harrison Smith, been a stalwart on the defensive side there for the Vikings for a long time. Emmitt Smith, Hall of Famers. We're having a lot of these back-to-back last name, Henry, and now Smith and Smith. Michael Thomas missed, the whole year after being injured in the offseason for the Saints. Antonio Gibson played receiver in college, but then has transitioned to running back in the NFL. J.J. Watt had a nice comeback from his injury. Barry Sanders, all-time legend of the game right there. That's very cool, Barry Sanders. Fred Warner, a leader on the defense for the 49ers. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, getting some probably insert cards coming up. Brian Dawkins, who now I believe is working for the NFL in like the corporate office. Can't remember his exact role. Warren Sapp, one of the best defensive players of the last 20 years or so. Tyrell Williams, can't say I know a lot about him for the Lions. We got Brandon Ayuk, who had a nice year for the 49ers. Dalvin Cook, always one of the leaders in fantasy for running backs. Now this one is a little bit different. These are the rookie cards. You can see the names at the top rather than having the names at the bottom. Odafe Owa, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, linebacker for the Ravens. And now we have another Baltimore Raven, Rashad Bateman, who was one of their receivers. Back-to-back Raven rookie cards. We've got an Andre Sisco, safety for the Jags. Didn't watch many Jags games, and I apologize to the people who did because they were not very fun to watch. Nico Collins, receiver for Houston. I can't say I watched many Houston games either. So we're getting a decent little run of rookie cards here. Greg Newsome II, cornerback for Cleveland. Oh, we got a Joe Burrow. There's a nice one. Speaking of making some runs in the playoffs here, Joe Burrow made it all the way to the Super Bowl. Got the little kickoff emblem there. Don't really know if that means anything too crazy. But his name is obviously in green there. And it looks like it says base kickoff. I bet this is just the base kickoff green variety there. Doesn't have any numbering on the back or anything. You can see right there, Joe Burrow. That's probably the best one I have so far. David Montgomery, kickoff as well. Looks like another just base kickoff. Name is in green. He had a nice year for the Bears, although their offense was pretty bad. And here's another kickoff, a rookie kickoff, this time of Zach Wilson, who I thought was going to be pretty good, and then did not exactly light the world on fire, although he did better as the year went on for the New York Jets. Got ourselves a call to arms. Aaron Rodgers, be interested to see what happens with him this offseason, if he'll re-sign with Green Bay, if he'll choose retirement, if he'll go to one of the other teams. I kind of heard he might be connected to Denver or Tennessee or Pittsburgh even. That's pretty interesting. Got a Kadarius Toney rookie wave. These are more Chrome cards. It's made of that Chrome stock rookie wave. I kind of like the font. They're pretty neat. Kadarius Toney, and then obviously if you want to be a kid reporter, you can get into that on that last informational card there. So overall, I think this pack was I don't know, $6 or so, maybe $7. So it didn't break the bank. That's a 300 card set, 200 base cards, 100 rookies. Got ourselves pretty cool cards. My favorite, obviously, is probably the Joe Burrow, although the Aaron Rodgers is pretty neat as well. So I doubt you'll see this sitting in your stores too long, just because people are trying to snatch up football pretty much as soon as it hits the shelves. But if you see it, it's not bad, not the greatest, but you could do a lot worse. So thank you so much for watching this one, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.